OG against NIP, game 1 of this best of 3. OG with their Luna tri-lane potentially going to be coming out here again. But they're up against the Supreme Broodmother for Ninjas in Pajamas. Pulled out a bit of cheese. Handle it. How are you feeling about the Brood overall? You know, you mentioned it, it's 8th pick, it isn't that, 22 pick final hero coming out in the draft. Do you think OG have their bases covered enough?
Yeah, if you have Magnus, you're gonna be fine. It's just about not allowing Broodmother to kill your tower early on. Let's see who's playing what. Seb is gonna go mid as expected. Gloves of Haste, 2 share tangos. Get that Empower.
So top lane, Sumail Luna. Saxa on the Rubik with boots up, and Chen not too far behind. Going for those top bounty runes. Mid one Invoker will be all alone down in that bottom lane, rushing into his urn, it looks like, as quickly as possible. NIP. Charlie's being closed in on here. Doesn't look like OG have the catch they need, or maybe with Saxo actually going all the way around there. Maybe could have had the telekinesis, but they'll just grab the outpost instead. Charlie was a little bit too far away from the rest of OG.
You don't want to fall into that trap to have Rubik with telekinesis level 1, 34 seconds cooldown. Like, you lift and then what? What do you do after?
Unless you guarantee a kill.
Even if you do, I still don't think it's worth it. You're going to be losing a lot in the laning stage because of the same thing that happens with Shadow Demon getting disruption instead of poison.
Or the old Enigma going Maleficent instead of demonic conversion. Classic mistake. So Brewmaster, Witch Doctor top. Saberlight with Era going up there. They're going to put Charlie, Ember, Nako, Wyvern against that Invoker. It's like we'll just have the straight 1v1 mid.
Invoker should be okay if they decide to keep this tri-lane. Like, this is how OG have been playing. Like, have one sacrificial lane when they're running a tri-lane. Even though sometimes it's not. Like, if they have self-sustainable off-laner, they played Beastmaster, they played Seb on Magnus, Enigma. So, you know, top lane.
Mid one securing some CS down there. Charlie, level 1 Flame Guard, not the best. Right, mid one's gonna have a pretty damn good time there, and mid lane, 14-1 against 14-0. Seb probably with a few spiderling CS in there. Team just trying to farm away in this Radiant medium camp. Drag Seb over. Control that lane again.
Seb says that's my camp, so he's gonna be the one farming it up. What is he bringing? A soul ring to have mana sustain, some extra regen.
Tower is under attack.
Earn already for mid one. Mid one, yeah, potentially has kill threat on Charlie. The next minute or so. He's gonna bring some more regen down to him from that Ember Spirit. Top lane, of course, the tri-lanes though, battling it out. No Tail contesting the pull. Saberlight forced to last hit under tower. Luna at 11-1. Not too far behind the Brew. And a pull across here is going to drag NIP's attention into the little neutral camp, as Sumail will be able to free farm the full wave.
It's a very strong tri-lane from NIP. You have Witch Doctor Cask, Maledict, another slow. Surprised that Brewmaster didn't get the point in Cinder Brew. Like, you want to ignite people, and there's a lot of spells that you can ignite it with.
Cream now jungling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Seb was very close to clearing out all the spiderlings. He's got his
Radiant's
shockwave
courier has been killed.
level 1, but Supreme sniping out the courier. So no boots. Seb doesn't get the broods though.
He could have killed it. 81 plus 32 would have exactly enough.
And melee units do bonus something damage? 50%? I can't remember now. Remember we had that thing where we were wondering how the hell someone killed the courier?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sumail in trouble top lane. Luna being chased down. They've got the slow from the little Satyr to stop Saberlight giving chase, but a cast bouncing in. Will catch Sumail with the Maledict and a beautiful takedown on the Luna. NIP's Tri-Lane going to chase No-Tail now. And my goodness, he's dropping quickly. NIP striking so fast. Finding 2 very quick kills and a 3-0 lead for them so far. NIP, Lord Charlie salving a bottom lane. Mid one, still giving chase. He's not got any spells left though. Everything on cooldown.
When they have a full combo on the top lane, Wyvern with the Arctic Burn, Witch Doctor with the full combo, like one hero should die. Chen is not that strong against the Witch Doctor. Like you get a creep, there's gonna be an extra bounce. Look at this rotation. They really want to get the bounties.
That should help.
Guard them up. No one's gone for the bottom bounties. 2 solo laners. One of them is in Fountain. One of them is just sitting in lane CSing. Saberlight hit by the Lucent Beam and a little potato coming in behind him, but No-Tail getting whacked down by the crits of Brewmaster, and Sumail can't quite get the finish, but the little potato does. He's been mashed up and the Brewmaster's down. Now they turn onto Era, Witch Doctor. This potato, he's doing so much work. Little buddy, what a great job.
He's just damage. I mean, he also gets the damage from Lunar Blessing.
Yeah, he was doing like 60 plus a hit.
Yeah. You don't expect it. Like, he deals more damage than Saksa.
Attack.
Pretty good. And they keep this Luna alive and farming in that top lane. Helm of the Dominator timing so important. Really ramp up. Stacking the camp. Give Chen some more opportunities, but they do make a move on to Saksa. He stepped a little too far forward, and all 3 heroes from NIP surround him. Keep the potato alive. No.
Now No-Tail tried to deny him.
He loses his little pet. And mid lane, both players, you know, shoving out wave and then going back to jungle. They are incredibly farmed. But Magnus at 3,600 net worth is 700 gold ahead of the Broodmother, Lacoste.
Seb knows how to utilize farm. He's been farming the side camp. When Broodmother is in his jungle, he goes and farms the other side of the river, that side camp. So far so good. And he's going for Boots of Travel, it seems, at one point, but just wants to get the Vanguard first to tank things up. Oh, Fadebolt the sound, never ending.
No-Tail does drop top. Sumail trapped in the trees. Era still with the cast Maledict, so they managed to pick off No-Tail pretty much just with Arctic Burn slow from Seneko. Double kill for Saberlight and a 5-kill lead as NIP winning the tri-lane against OG.
Now you either swap your lanes, put Luna on the bottom because she's not getting too much out of that lane, or you rotate Magnus to the top.
Try and use that RP. It looks like it's going to be NIP that starts swapping their lanes as well. Seneko comes down bottom. I wonder if they want to try and get a kill on mid one, because mid one's being TP'd top. There's the lane swap you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, Luna's not getting anything out of the top lane. Like, she died 2 times, didn't get any kills. Also, they're sharing a lot of XP. Usually when OG is playing a tri-lane like this, 2 supports are staying out of XP range. Mostly it's Earthshaker, who doesn't care about getting levels early on. And then your Luna hits level 6, and they can't go on you. Now Luna is only level 4, 8 minutes in, which is pretty under-leveled.
Has an Invis rune here. Cask? Oh, Skewer just out in time, and Saberlight still going up onto the high ground. He wanted to use that primal split as quickly as he could. Try and find a kill somewhere, as the tower mid also being pressured by Supreme with the Blightstone. But Seb Invis, I don't know if they realize...
I gang the spiders. No.
All the spiderlings die. And the tower is going to be kept alive here as Saksa looking for the lift back with a cold snap onto Saberlight. They tornado back into the Wyvern as well. EMP going to burn pretty much all of his mana, so now he's going to pop his one for Primal Split. Seb, he's come out of Invis but hit by the Maledict. Stunned by the Cask. Is he going to RP? No. Skewer back. Sending himself into an RP onto the Broodmother, yes, but there's no turnaround play here from OG. No more TP rotations. Saksa's got to turn and run. Still level 3, being chased down by Saberlight. Drunken Brawler, and the clap, but a very wise TP home. As mid one, dived by the Broodmother, pops his wand and tornadoes back. keeps themselves out of that line of fire, but they got the tier 1 NIP, you know, before that catapult wave, so they can go bottom lane potentially now and actually shove another objective.
When you have Brewmaster in your team, you want first rotation, first primal split to be successful, and it was. Like, they just didn't get the kill on a core hero, they also got the tower. We see that more often, like just 4 or 5 man rotation to secure tier 1 tower on the mid lane.
Dire's middle
Now
tower
Charlie
is
can
under
get some
attack.
farm up top lane. Being hunted by mid 1 though.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, they want the outpost. 9 seconds to come. No searing chains for Charlie, so he can't stop this. Can't stun mid 1. Run away.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They bring Luna back up top. Down bottom though, Saxa. He's been dived and found by 3 heroes. Again, this trio of Wyvern, Witch Doctor, and Brewmaster. So very powerful. If they get on top of someone, they die.
If Broodmother is not joining them, they have very limited tower damage.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But
is
there's a
under
siege
attack.
creep unit coming, and that should put some pressure on the bottom tower. Broodmother getting closer to her.
Rune of illusion.
Radiant's
Diffusal
bottom
blade.
tower is under attack.
This seems like a pretty standard build these days. People are getting power threads before Diffusal blade, and then you get a BKB so you can take a fight.
Is under attack.
Yeah, then you can think about, you know, do I need my Aghanim Scepter straight away? Do I get the Assault Cuirass? A few options. After the Fusel Blade or the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Top
attack.
tower for OG,
Radiant
using these catapult waves with the Luna. Gonna trade out with this mirror movement because bottom lane is pretty much gone.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's
NRP are struggling a little bit to get Charlie farmed up.
Tower is under attack.
And you do have to, you know, as NIP, worry about the tempo that OG are going to be bringing now. You know, Helm of the Dominator for Luna's coming. No Tail is closing on that mech.
If you check Seb's items, you're like, what is going on? Like, who's this hero? Probably that's your guess. If you didn't see Magnus, you wouldn't be able to guess it. But I can understand why. Like, lots of haste, very good cost-efficient item in the laning stage, gives you attack speed. One of the reasons why he's the second most farmed hero on the map, and going for Boots of Travel so he can defend when Broodmother pushes and be with the team.
He can be anywhere on the map. And then he's got all the HP and mana sustain that he needs, right? Soul Ring Bottle and Ring of Health. Doesn't need to go back to Fountain. Stay on the map as long as he gets a couple of rooms. Top tier 2 now. Nako, hiding in the trees. Arctic Burn is about to expire. Gets off his curse before the RP of Seb, who did go for the turnaround.
Is under attack.
A couple of Chen creeps doing a lot of damage there. Seb, no skewer, so he's going to get stunned up by this Primal Split. A Tornado to buy a bit of time for Magnus. Now he RPs up the Primal Split units, and a Cold Snap back into Seneko. Mid 1 doesn't have any urn charges remaining. So a little bit awkward from OG, but Sablet's gone way too deep, surely here, with Sumail and No Tail surrounding the Brewmaster. They'll Eclipse, EMP, clear up the Brewmaster, and NIP not reacting as they're diving bottom lane for Saxa. Going for a Rubik kill, he's going to sleight of fist and buy a lot of time, jumping onto all the Spiderlings. He's never coming out of that. Okay, now find the call.
Infinite sleight of fist. You need to move the spiders, and he does.
So he's got another sleight of fist, you know, but they do bring him down. Seb's rotation not going to find Charlie or Supreme, but that was a pretty amusing move from Saxa.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
it
under
took Supreme
attack.
2 slides to understand that he needs to move the spiders. So Seb uses RP after Primal Split to keep himself alive, which is fine. They got the kill. Okay, here's the Hand of God to keep themselves alive.
Remnants away from the EMP, catching mid 1 with the Searing Chains, wrapping bowlers around his ankles, but mid 1 with Cold Snap, Ghost Walk, 18-1 charges. I really don't think you're going to be bringing him down anytime soon. So the map opening up a little bit here for OG, dragging heroes towards that top lane, but they still have to deal with this Broodmother Lacoste. 101, Supreme, top of the net worth, and so far nothing to stop him.
They have Seb to stop him. There's still a tier 2 tower. Tier 2 tower very hard to take down since the recent changes. Extra HP, extra damage on the tower. Like, it's just a Broodmother. They are very limited on the catch. You have Rubik RP and the EMP tornado from Invoker, but with the cold snap, might be enough. Just kidding.
Down to the low ground, scutters away. Straight into that Aghanim Scepter. OG
Invisibility.
keeping Luna and Chen up top, where OG do love to play. Usually they're on Dire side and they come down to this Radiant jungle.
Dire's top tower
Radiant
is
side,
under
just trying to
attack.
take out the top part of the map, pressuring tier 2, but the backstab from Charlie. With the help of Saberlight's Primal Split, they're focusing multiple different targets now. Death Ward up to no tail, but Sumail's been focused down with Remnant forward. Does catch him out with a Winter's Curse. A couple of heroes down for OG here. They're going to trade back for Seneko. Yes, the Wyvern will fall.
Stolen.
Control. Come on, kill him off. Take him down. Sansa still has that curse, you're right. Holding on to it. Any kind of turnaround play with a potential ascent to RP Saberlight. He'll use it, spin around, a little pirouette, and bring Saberlight back into the waiting arms of that Invoker. 2 for 2.
NIP needs to use Broodmother. She is extremely farmed at the moment.
Rise.
But you want to be putting the pressure with the Broodmother, and so far OG is doing a very good job. Still keeping their tier 2 towers alive. They only lost 2 towers actually, one on the mid lane and one on the bottom one. And Seb's not afraid to solo RP either a hero or just Brewlings.
Still buying more time for this Luna to get real big. Again, going into that Hurricane Pike build for Sumail. NIP coming down south. They want to keep these fights going. Supreme. Tornadoes up and then a skew
Oh,
up
into Cask.
The Cask bounce back into the Magnus. Seb still focusing Supreme as the one runs away from the Death Ward. The Winter's Curse though, focused in onto the Broodmother as the stolen Curse going to try and bring down Supreme, and there we go. Broodmama gone. The Death Ward. Oh my goodness, Rubik. Sansa is stealing every ulti.
Eclipse, not very effective. There was a bunch of spiders, but they still got the kill in the end. I think Broodmother went for a very greedy build. I suggested BKB. Might even swap it. Like you see who's threatening you. It's Fate Bolt and anything coming out from Invoker. So you need to take care of yourself. Like they put the Cold Snap plus Spirit Vessel on you. You can't move. You can't deal damage.
Yeah, because they're playing bottom lane, No Tail just stuck around top, has a catapult here. And that's here too. Not long for this world. NIP will just about keep it alive. Go for the deny. Get some of that income from OG. NIP needs to get the Broodmother involved. It also feels like Charlie here. Spirit Vessel is close to being done, but he's out in the open top. Remnant's back. Safety in the creep camp.
Seb is getting so much out of the map because of this build. Boots of Travel, even gets Crimson Guard. Great against Wyvern ulti, great against Brewlings, Spider, you name it. I don't think you kill him here.
He is so tanky. Gets a couple of heroes caught up in the RP. Brewlings and Broodmother. Era Seneko, Death Ward down now as mid one trying to hold the line. Seb still whacking away with a 3-man tornado, but they turn with a curse. Catching out Saxa. Mid one bringing his own Rubik down low. Saberlight and Era still diving here with a cast bouncing into the creep wave. They'll find Saxa, and mid one still has a couple of spells up his sleeve. Sumail, ooh, they shifted focus to find Sumail back in his own jungle. What
These
was
are
Luna doing
3 big kills. Magnus, man, he can tank a lot of damage. Problem is Broodmother with the Spiderlings, like they invaded the jungle. All the webs are pretty much in their jungle and around the mid lane. So this is where Broodmama is going to be playing.
Made her little home, her big nest. NIP still, quite reliant on these long cooldowns of the Brew, Witch Doctor and Wyvern. Set up team fights and find the pickoffs, but so far they've been utilizing them so well. Every time they're off cooldown, they're finding these, 2, 3, 4 kills. OG are trying to match NIP's aggression. But here comes their turn to try and turn the tides. Smoke into the Roche pit.
Saxa is showing on the mid lane, pushing the wave. I don't think he is afraid to die here.
Is under attack.
If that can secure the Roche for OG, but NIP, they don't know about it.
Mid one is so clever. He's showing, like, he assumes there's a ward on that high ground, and he's just showing, you know, below his tier 3, then ghost walks, and he's going to run back toward his team as the scan connects on the Roche pit. NIP finally realize what is happening. Saxa and mid one, though, they're in a great position here to try and catch anyone maneuvering across the river. The jump in with a searing chain for the tornado to stop the Brewmaster getting the immediate takedown on Saxa. They do catch mid one with a Maledict, but it is a real awkward setup here from NIP. Relenting forward, the skewer back into these clips now. Saberlight, he's gonna get split off. He doesn't get his problem split off, they cancel it out, and Supreme is solo RP. The Brewmaster's about to fall. A little more damage is all OG needed. And now with Ember Spirit chasing mid one, he's gonna ghost walk away, dust it up. Lucid being hit, he's got a remnant to fall back on. Zeb still trying to give chase, but OG the perfect setup for the Roshan steal.
They still have the Aegis and they're chasing. What a tornado from mid one. Another root.
There's no remnants for Charlie. A good cast from Era will hold the advance of mid one and a great death ward. That Maledict takes him down. Charlie with that remnant aggressively, still trying to get back to base, but Era has been found by yet another death ward steal from Saxa.
Era had nice positioning in that fight, hiding behind one tree. Charlie, what are you doing?
He's dying, mate. Saberlight gets a blink 4-man clap, and now the Primal Split comes out. He's trying to 1v5. He's going to take down No-Tail, look for the tornado onto Luna.
Here comes Mama.
The Aegis, and Saxa does get dropped. Saberlight, he is solo winning this team fight. Sumail's going to have to run back now, focus down the Luna. That Aegis is about to pop. Supreme will take her out. And Ninjas in Pajamas, we were wondering what Charlie was doing, but he was waiting for Saberlight, the real carry, with the Broodmother, killing off Sumail.
Oh,
Never mind.
Wait, what?
The Cold Embrace stops the Broodmother from attacking. That surely was a kill on Sumail, but he manages to TP bottom.
I think he missed. I think he misclicked. Wyvern ulti was ready. I don't know. I don't know, Gary. It would be a pretty big kill. But nice TP out from Sumail. Oh.
I don't know if it was so Splinter bad. Blast or Winter's Curse, whatever it was meant to be, but Seneko with a misplay. Now Supreme overstepping. Stuck inside the ice wall. Gets a couple of webs out and the tornado misses. For the Brood Mama. She is going to slip out of there. Great little fight there for NIP after the Aegis take from OG. They didn't need to buy back anyone, right? They were just waiting for people to respawn.
Yeah, because OG stuck for a very long time trying to go for a tier 2 tower. And Brewmaster, like once he gets the split off, they really run. They're trying to burn his mana, and I love the approach from Saberlight. Just get a BKB after. Like, you don't care about any of the spells besides Magnus RP. Another Shoal dropped.
Is under attack.
Who do you give it to? Either Luna or Invoker. Invoker just holding a clumsy net for now. Gonna snipe the courier.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Now with Seneco's Glimmer Cape. OG set out top lane. Agnes and Chen.
Radiant's bottom tower.
NIP still trying to grab that mid tier 2. The Tornado EMP from mid 1. Cutting wave but getting caught. They've got a lot of stuns here. Mid 1, he's not got Ghost Walk, so down he goes, and Saxa being chased by the Broodmother. That Fadebot still bouncing. But again, NIP, the first ones to get there with a couple of kills. And OG not grouped up and not ready for any kind of team fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Luna still doesn't deal that much right-click damage. Like, she's top 3 net worth. But you're not that strong. Like, you have a BKB, defensive item, Dragon Lance. With the Empower, it helps. Helmet the Dominator on top of that. But still, you need an extra item just to be able to stand the ground and take the fight.
Has been killed.
Trying to potentially catch out Charlie here. TP Luna top. Also Saxa coming in. Charlie clearing through a number of no-tails. Neutral army creeps. NIP reacting to this, trying to swing northwards, but Broodmother, all her webs still down bottom, doesn't really want to come up here to fight. OG are just trying to force NIP away from that bottom of mid lane with a two-man RP. Saka, they caught him with Sam. Great Eclipse coming through from Sumail as well. They get off the primal split, but they've already lost their two teamfight supports. So now the Glaives bouncing onto Saberlight. He's lost both of his, little Brewlings there, and the Earth one trying to escape. 400 HP, 200 HP. He's going to get clicked down. That is the Brewmaster down. One more whack from Seb with a big old hammer and a double kill for your Magnus.
Man, how is Seb so good? Did you see what they did? So Seb blinks in, turns around, does a pirouette mid-air, and then skewers them where two centaurs are standing from a Chen. So they use an extra stun. So 4 seconds of extra stun on top of that, coming from two centaur conquerors.
From Luna, skewering those two supports straight back in, and the trio of observables here from OG, all up in this top part of the map, seeing absolutely everything. Beautiful play from OG.
And that ward just expired. If they did not have that ward, it would be much, much harder to pull off something like this.
Seneko there signaling. Now we've got to try and de-ward this little area of the map. Saberlight showing himself on that top wave. The backstab from Broodmother. Charlie Era also coming in from the right-hand side. But mid one, Invis with a Centaur stomp. The chain stuns onto Charlie. Ember Spirit. He's about to drop. They do get the golden break, but it's not enough. Now, Luna turns the face up against the Broodmother, clearing out the spiderlings, and the Brewmaster, he's in there. Primal Split will come out. Finally gets his ultimate off, but Luna so strong, forcing Era away. As the Glaives and the Lucent Beam will take down the Witch Doctor. 2 heroes drop. They will try and bring down this Sumail Luna, but Essence
still alive.
Of God, still alive. Broodmother finally gets the snipe on her. As the Slider Fist from the Rubik bouncing around, and mid one dropping low. Broodmother disarmed through the Deafening Blast. Mid one isolated now, left alone, and OG, they will bleed out. A double kill for Supreme.
They used one buyback on Era.
Oh, no tail. Maledict with a death ward. Saberlight is trying to chase this one down. The Broodmother's got such a great gap close to get herself a triple kill. And OG, actually, even with that really quick burst of the Ember Spirit, still losing out on the team fight.
There was no RP used. There was no Eclipse. But once they have those abilities and use them properly, I still feel OG can win a team fight. Now Broodmother has BKB, so it's going to be much easier for her to stand the ground and fight. You don't care about tornadoes, so you get on top of one of the targets and just instantly kill it.
And you've got the spider's attack damage now. So much more damage from the Broodmother. Oh, but Seb doesn't care about spider damage when he just one hits about half of that little army.
OG is just trying to isolate one of the heroes. They're very afraid of Winter Wyvern using Curse to reset the fight. Oh yeah, he's gonna keep that one. Spider Legs, Magnetar, plus a Titan Sliver.
Legs against the Broodmother.
It's just very good for positioning for Magnus. You can run off the cliffs, position yourself very nicely. Here it comes, Blink is ready, but nice change from Saberlight.
Still scared of that Winter's Curse. Trying to focus Seneko a little bit here. But Supreme with the BKB. Straight off of Saxa, and there is no chance for your little Rubik. Look at this Broodmother with a BKB, the massive spider with the legs wobbling all over the place. Straight back onto No Tail, and the two OG supports annihilated. Supreme coming in with another real big peak of strength. Roshan, what are we looking at? 1 minute 45. Would have been perfect for NIP if they could have found
BKB
it.
on Brood.
No BKB can get RP. In comes the Ember Spirit with a remnant, but what's Supreme doing? Seb's going to BKB, try and chase down Era. Sablelight's there on the high ground, but Sumail, now a little bit isolated, has been left alone by OG. She's going to turn and fight. Seb skewers out. Everyone scattering to the wind.
The Luna can't just pop the ulti. She needs some kind of a setup, even though she has Lucent Beam cooldown and the cast range. It's still very hard for her to, fight on her own. She needs a backup. Once you get Butterfly Satanic, then it's gonna be a different story.
Both of these teams really focused on this next Roshan. Mid one, invis into the pit. 1 minute till the big man comes up. OG.
Dire's bottom
They
tower
are 5
is under
heroes
attack.
strong now. Broodmother's still gone for 20 odd seconds. Sableye comes down the staircase into the waiting arms of OG. A good Winter's Curse will reset the fight and allow a primal split if Sableye wants to pop it, and he does, of course. Tornado though, cancelling it out once again with an EMP landing and a central stop that changed on the Brewmaster. He has no mana. Deafening Blast and the Lucent Beam clears him up. Sableye didn't get his ulti off.
Such
He
a
has
great
buyback.
zoning EMP. They could not pass through this.
And now they're going to grab the outpost, control up that Roshan area.
Dire's bottom tower. is
NIP
under
probably going to have to buy back the Brewmaster here.
Roche will respawn in 10 seconds. Keep someone or one of the Chen creeps inside of it. You know there's no curse for 40 seconds. Saksa, be inside. 2 more seconds. It's all it takes.
And there it is. Seb did TP down to bottom, shoves the wave into the tier 1. Mid one's being focused by Supreme, who popped his BKB to get that kill. Buyback available for mid one though. Seb recalled across the map. Ember Spirit, TP's bottom. He has a remnant somewhere. It's so hard to see with all these spider webs everywhere. Like,
Near the
where's
Roche pit.
Ah, there it is. I think the mini-map overrated. Still no one gets Roshan. Tornado and a little Satyr Banisher in the pit. Doing a full butterfly. Panic queued.
How many legs does Spider have? Rude mama.
What do you mean?
I can't count. 1, 2. She's moving too fast. Is it 8?
Yeah.
But both of the teams have spider legs, so it's -2.
Well, because they've taken.
Yeah, they've taken the legs from the from Brood Mama.
So that's what spider legs are. NIP hunting for Seb. Little spider legs coming out. That tier 1 bottom. It's like a hit away from death. Is he going to commit for it? He's thinking. Carly now showing Remnant in towards the jungle, looking for another one, but the blink away from Seb gets the Magnus out of danger, and he's being recalled across to the Roche pit. They've dragged NIP down there, and Roshan now open for OG.
They have so much damage. NIP might not be there in time. They need Sona Eco to set things up.
Doesn't look like they've
Oh
got
man, what a
smoke
play. If they get away from this, yep. Alacrity, Empower.
Tornado. And a Centaur, but there's a zoning EMP and an Ice Wall again. Era trying to focus mid one. Good little cast bouncing around, but Saksa able to set up for a kill on the Witch Doctor as the primal split comes through. RP from Seb being fake pumped there, focusing No Tails. The Chen retreats back to his high ground. Seb gonna kill off the spider.
All these
Whack
spiders.
down the little babies. Then comes Sumel with his BKB, trying to take down Supreme, holding onto the Blacking Bar on Broodmother as they think about, tentatively rejoining that team fight. But NIP -1 hero don't want to get caught up in a 4v5, and Seneko, okay, TP's home. OG taking it again, this Roshan with some really nice map movement, forcing NIP to go from one side to the other. They're also going to catch onto Brood, trying to force the BKB from Supreme, and that is exactly what they'll accomplish. Seb, again, thinking about that solo RP.
Look at all these auras on the heroes. Like check Luna. Lunar Blessing, Empower, Healing Cooldown, whatever that means. It's Mech, Vlad's, Helm of the Dom, Swiftness Aura. The status bar is not long enough. What happens if you have too many auras?
Dire's middle tower has
I
fallen.
mean, we're going to have Alacrity on Luna as well, right? There it is.
Dire's middle
Sumail
tower
onto
is
the high
under
ground, and OG looking to hit this timing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Aegis. BKB cheese for Sumail. The
Repair kit.
That's gonna RP from Seb. That's beautiful. A good catch into the Eclipse, and 2 heroes again obliterated. Charlie dead, and Seneko buys back as the tier 3 about to drop. Gem on the floor. Sableye blinks in to try and zone them away, and Broodmother focusing mid one. Great tornado will force a couple of them into the sky, and mid one force staff away. But he's still gonna get hounded here by NIP as the buybacks blow out. No tail. Is there anything to cancel TP? Is the Winter's Curse? They need some bigger targets. He yulls up onto the Luna. They're gonna catch Sumail. He's surrounded by 3 cores, and the rest of OG, they have escaped. Mid one, and it looks like no tail. The 2 casualties of war there, while the tier 3 still survives.
This is the second time Sumail just TPs in front of them. They used everything. Sadly, they could not get the tier 3 tower because of the repair kit. How many charges do they have left? Witch Doctor, I don't see any left.
Where is that repair kit? In the stash, I
Dire's
guess.
bottom tower is under attack.
Just what the doctor ordered.
It doesn't say it's consumed, so I guess they've still got some left.
Radiant's top
Now, NIP,
tower
they
is
defend
under
their
attack.
base, but OG still have Aegis for another 2 minutes. So it feels like the second round
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
of onslaughts coming. And with catapult waves now, OG just have to group around that Luna, try and push down the mid-tier 3 again. RP in 30 seconds, Eclipse in 43. Playing around those timings still important. What's Charlie got? Ember Spirit going into BKB now. Spirit Vessel, Yules. He's so reliant on his spell damage.
Trickster's rune of illusion.
Doesn't really have any physical. That's really all down to the Broodmother now.
Oh, mid one. Arcane Rune, Quickening Charm. What's the cooldown of it? 7-second cooldown on Cold Snap. Duration 6 seconds. Not bad.
Oh, no.
And he's the one
Cold Snap.
who's controlling the vision, setting up the boards for his team. Like, you can't do it with Chen right now because Broodmother, might scout you and then you're just dead.
Tornado onto 2 with an EMP. Mid one found a nice little catch, forced the Remnant away, but Sableye stuck up on the high ground as an RP from Seb. The Broodmother being focused, a good cold embrace. Does keep Era alive. Supreme now back onto Saxa as the fight split and spread. Sableye doesn't have mana for his ulti, so he's going to BKB and try and run away, but Sumail is cleared through Era. Broodmother's BKB is going to get popped, but mid one just ghost walks, invises away as Luna still has that Aegis. Focusing now with the Eclipse towards Broodmother. Forced down forward, Supreme drops low, but it is not enough. Mabel a little bit out in the open here though. The rest of his team coming back in to try and reset this fight. They've got the Witch Doctor caught up though. Another good Glimmer Cape and no reveal from OG. A sentry finally dropped as No Tail being shredded by the Brood. Hand of God buys him a few more seconds with the one, but NIP have managed to bring him down. The trouble being Sumail is back to full with mid one, and Seb, where is he? He's going deep.
He's in
near
front
the tier
of 4
3.
heroes. Yeah, I think Seb might overtake. He's still alive for long.
Sacks are down. Mid one, he's got a BKB Sumail from the high ground. What can he do? He's got no Eclipse. He's been forced down to try and TP home. There's no stuns. So OG losing 4 heroes in a row. NIP once again with a great in and out team fight. The buybacks used beautifully.
Once again, they're using the buybacks to keep themselves alive. Broodmother just hit level 25. What does he go for? Spider's HP? I mean, you need to get the other talent. Damage plus more lifesteal is much, much better. Also, there's going to be a full Abyssal Blade pretty soon on Broodmother.
High back on Magnus. And Supreme, it's NIP's turn to go high ground.
Structures are fortified.
Multi-shot from the tower, doing great work. NIP needs to wait for that additional creep wave to come in. Ollie has this BKB coming.
Middle tower has fallen.
No way to get Brewmaster across the map, but Sumail, Maledict and Death Ward, that is going to be a big problem for him. He's going to BKB in turn. As the Glimmer Cape is back up to save him, thanks to Saxa.
NIP is relying on Broodmother and Brewmaster to deal the damage. like Ember Spirit's really not doing that much. Only a Spirit Vessel, BKB, 2 defensive items. So as you said, just, you know, magical damage coming out from Ember Spirit.
Looks like a nice double outpost here for NIP as well, but OG should be ready to smoke up and move out of their base. Tier 4 items are coming. Leveler for Luna. Holding onto the Titan Sliver though. As we saw an Illusionist's Cape over on the Dire side. Not really the greatest heroes to take that item.
Leveler?
No, the Illusionist Cape.
I'll give it to
NIP.
Luna. She'll gladly take it.
Yeah, NIP, just give the Luna your Illusionist Cape.
She's gonna find one for herself. Okay.
Well, there you have it. Full state tank now done for Sumail as well.
It's so easy to bait with that item. Princess Knife on Broodmother, she'll probably take that one.
It's so good for pushing out waves, like the Hellbear with the Lunar Illusion. Look at them on that bottom lane. That's just going to clear the entire wave, actually.
Thrift rewarded.
That's pretty ridiculous.
And it lasts for so long. The strength of this illusion is that you can't tell if it's real or not. Like, it takes 150 damage. At this point of the game, like, when hero has Butterfly, Lifesteal, it's very hard to judge whether it's real or not. And Sumail, he's manning up. Going for Divine Rapier.
Hell yeah. Roshan alive in 30 seconds. OG looking for that team fight brawl to begin before they try and grab Roshan. Smoke up, and mid one Ghost Walked. Broodmother showing on that mid lane, but the rest of NIP smoking, coming from their triangle. They probably feel that Roshan's happening, but look at OG, they're set up for a push on top tier 3. NIP have to come and defend this one way or the other. Now into their jungle as the Supreme Broodmother does break high ground. No, she's going to farm a jungle camp. It's going to be Charlie that leads the charge. Gets a Spirit Vessel over onto Magnus, so no Blink RP from him. The Blink and Cinder Brew. Primal Split popped by Supreme. By Sableye even. Trying to find No-Tail hiding in the jungle as the Witch Doctor. And the Saxa Rubik that are being picked off by the backstab of both sides. Cyclone up onto Luna. Still empowered up. And Magnus unable to RP. He's going to have to BKB here, surely, to try and get an RP. He's got 2 targets, but a runaway from Sableye. Now the Winter's Curse. Being focused down by Centaurs as the buyback from Rubik does come out. OG, they're scattering around this fight, but NIP are doing this dance of death with them. Really focusing down the backline support as No-Tail being brought down low. Smell pops with the Eclipse onto the RP. Broodmother, Supreme, they've caught the Brood. They've got the chain stuns. The damage is good, but the Golden Brace buys for the time. The skewer back, out, away, but they've still got the damage. Sumail, the right clicks are ridiculous from this Luna with the bonus illusion. And NIP losing 2 of their big cores. No ultis remaining, while OG 2 buybacks on their support means the push can continue. They've got the jump lift up and the kill onto that Brew. Ember Spirit down, Brew buys back, so does the Broodmother, and Invoker very deep behind the tier 3. Sableye, he's in a 1 versus 4. He's cold snapped up, Glimmer Cape and no reveal. Golden Brace will buy some time as Charlie diving in deep for the Centaur stomps, the micro from No-Tail, chain stunning Charlie as Sableye ripped to shreds by Luna. Sumail is so powerful right now. Seb incredibly tanky, just skewers away from the tier 4s. NIP on their last legs. They can't deal with the Sumail Luna. The Broodmother's trying her hardest.
BKB in a second.
It's coming, but the speedy Brood gonna get chased by the remnanting blinking Saxa. Rubik gets the snipe and Brood dead for 2 minutes.
I believe that game. That's your main source of damage gone. Now they're just gonna go for tier 4 towers. Luna, it's just gonna shred it. Man, it's just a pleasure to watch the way OG is spread around that fight, and they get the perfect target off. Like Witch Doctor, he causes a lot of issues for them, so they take him out first. Winter's Curse, oh man, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, they slay mid one, but look at this, Rubik, Saxa remnanting and taking down Charlie, and the throne exposed all alone, and down it goes. OG take game 1, but man, a super close, well-fought battle. That could have gone either way.